It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC East. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Covey now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man from Syracuse.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
Man in motion is Smith. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Milton going for it all. That is brought in. And he will score. Cavante Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run it. Here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They face 2nd down and 7. Dotson, the man in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. now a 3rd and 2. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. This defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one will be from 37 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. CD on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. First and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Milton. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Nice change of pace there on the back end, Mike. They brought dime defense, which means they have 6 defensive backs. That's a lot of guys back there defending this passing game, and when the quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball, he tends to hold it longer than his offensive line can protect for, and he goes down for the sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Milton. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's going to have enough for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. And in motion is Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On 2nd down, Barkley. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. A pass caught by Saquon. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are going to extend their first quarter lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Sidney Brown there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun is Milton. Open man down the field is Turpin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Milton. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot, nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Bryant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. That'll be taken in by Barkley. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half, and with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similarly.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for 1 extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To the left side and taken in by Smith. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. This one complete to Goedert. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Try to run for it with Dillon. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up. A run with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. the gun. He'll throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Something every defense works on all week long, Mike. Based on the quarterback that you're going to play, they say, okay, what is our rush plan this week? Are we rushing to a spot, or are we rushing a guy that we'd rather keep in the pocket? Whatever the plan is, there's got to be more cohesiveness in these 3rd and long situations.
That's a short one, caught by Goddard. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Throwing now from the gun. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Back to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Try and throw with Milton. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, The importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line. Now, this looks like a design run. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Jack Sanborn on the stop. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Throwing, Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Milton. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the air once more is Milton. Over the middle to his tight end Ferguson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Milton going to look to throw it again. This is intercepted. He's inside the 30. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn him back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Working out of the gun is Milton. In trouble, and down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
So, we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it, and for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the play fake, it's Milton. That's to Ferguson once again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
The throw once more. Here's Milton. Now he takes off. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Milton. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the plane. He's down inside the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Now Milton. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds and is short of the goal line. And the try for 2 does not work. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they move the chains on 3rd down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Now this time they'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. He'll look to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, Devontae Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Zone read, and it's a give to Dillon. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles will extend their lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best blitz designs are when you have more rushers than the offense has blockers, and that's exactly what happened here. They're able to create a free blitzer off the outside, and with that free lane to the quarterback, he's able to take advantage of it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Third and long. Throwing is Milton. He'll get this out quickly to Lamb. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made there, that's Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Man in motion is Brown. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. CD on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. Set up 2nd down. In motion, Lamb. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
He'll try and throw with Milton. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milton. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Milton to the air on 2nd down. The open man is Tolbert. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Milton. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in to the goal line and in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game, but the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground, and he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That one intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Eagles' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That one incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. CD on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Milton. This one is caught by Turpin. They'll mark him up at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, here's Milton. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Throw once more. Here's Milton. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To the air once more is Milton. And this will be incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Milton going to look to throw it again. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing again is Milton. He's got that complete to Turpin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss, right side. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offensive edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Milton. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
We're all set to kick this one away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Milton. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First and 10. Throwing, Milton. He He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
This is a great look here, Mike. When you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around, he's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body, when you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Milton. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run up the middle with Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7. Now Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run the counter with Barkley. Now they are in business. inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He's going to try to get this himself. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles tack on one more to their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Milton. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Arlington.